darlings, and welcome to Digimon Ghost Gaze, the podcast that is just crawling around on all fours. Oh, look at that! Look out your window! There we are! We're right there on the glass! I'm Emery. My pronouns are they, she, he.
Can you hear my tongue, flicking out? Probably not. I'm Morg. I use they, he pronouns.
And I'm Elvied, and I have no gecko-related joke, except that, you look at a gecko, you don't know if it's they, she, he, so, you gotta figure that out on your own.
Geckos said fuck sexual dimorphism, and so do we.
Yeah.
So true. All things considered, humans are pretty, androgynous compared to a lot of other animals in the animal kingdom.
True.
What was this episode? This episode was a gecko episode.
It was lizards.
It was lizards. Old wall crawlers. They did some wall crawling, so that's not a lie in the title, at least.
Damn, so true.
So true.
They crawl on other things as well.
They crawl on windows and stuff. But yeah, apparently, fire salamander guy can just turn people into geckos, and that's how, the episode opens. We don't even see the Digimon yet, but, you can assume there's a Digimon doing all this.
We do see the little flame salamander, scuttle about at the end of the scene.
Oh yeah.
Do we think that the salamander was sharing notes with Ayataramon before they died?
Yeah, I think they have a little club of fucked up things to do to humans using our own body fluids.
Pretty much.
Oh, I was like, Ayatara? Oh, the plant, yes.
Yeah.
Too many Digimon names, I can't keep track of them all.
Yeah. This Digimon uses the fact that it uses their own saliva is so gross.
Salamandermon, hey, if you can't turn your boyfriend into a Digimon, I could always turn him into a lizard for you.
I can always lizard-fy him.
And it'll be lizard-fied.
Or gecko-fied. Is a gecko an amphibian?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure salamanders are amphibians, but I don't think geckos are.
I thought a gecko was a salamander. Right. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Yeah. I can't live on not knowing.
That's why I was curious, because I was like, I think a salamander is an amphibian, but
I remember
is a gecko.
Geckos very well, because one time I was, I think, 14 years old, and some guy was trying to, talk to me about what a gecko was, because his dad was a biology teacher, and I simply didn't care.
Yeah, they're reptiles.
And to this day, I still don't care. But I remember this kid yelling at me passionately and, not retaining any of the information he yelled at me.
We're off to a good start when we're talking about animal facts instead of the episode.
I mean,
it's an okay episode.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by thinking geckos were salamanders again.
It's all good. They are lizards. I did look it up.
Yeah.
So, this salamander drools onto this girl and turns her into a lizard. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she gets lizardified in a very creepy way, and yeah, it's not a cute little persona lizard. Her eyes are bulging out kind of horribly, and she's just got a weird blank expression on her face.
She's too human still for it to be cute.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like she's having a great time.
No. And then it, like, kind of cuts, like, to the title card, and we just see, like, Hiro cleaning with Gamamon, and, like, they see a cute little gecko on the outside of a window.
Yeah, okay, can we talk for a second about how Hiro just goes just goes home to his house that he lives in just to do cleaning for a day?
Yeah, because he doesn't live there currently. He's in dorms.
Yeah. But making the trip all the way home just to clean, Hiro.
Why does
Hiro,
he do
you
that?
need to value your time. You need to value your time
Hiro,
more.
throw some blankets over your furniture and call it a day.
Yeah. You're literally the only one there. You could stand to be a little more.
Please be a child.
Yeah, please be a child is what we're saying.
Yeah, he, like, I feel like he doesn't know how to be, you know? Like, not fully.
True.
He's like, so, at first I thought it was his dorm room, and then I was like, wait, it doesn't look like that. No, it's his house.
Mm-hmm.
He's just there cleaning his house. But I mean, I guess it was, like, a good thing he was there because, well, we'll see, but...
Yeah. Although, you know, I guess to be fair to Hiro, he would want the place to be presentable in case any more spider mommies show up.
Oh, God.
Gonna look like you have your life together in case the spider mommy shows up.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I love Gamamon's, like, little, like, face when he sees a gecko for the first time.
Yeah.
He's so happy. And then, yeah, they just, like, show them cleaning, and then a fucking human-ass lizard just comes in.
Yep.
Like, through the window.
That's while they're sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, I'm pretty sure this is the same girl from the cold open who got lizardified. Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, Hiro sees her in all her glory, like, just stuck on the ceiling. And, she, like, has something in her mouth. She has, like, a diamond ring in her mouth. Like, I think I think she stole one of, like, Hiro's mom's jewelry. So, that's the thing, like, if this had taken place in Hiro's dorm, I think he probably wouldn't have as much jewelry, especially not something as expensive as diamonds. So it kind of makes sense for him to be, like, home to see his, like, mom's shit get stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, she, like, flees back out the window, and Hiro's like, there's literally a hole melted into this window. I don't know what to do about this.
Yeah. Just a big blob right out of the glass.
And he, like, despite screaming horribly when he saw the creature and, like, being scared out of it, is apparently sound enough of mind to be like, oh, wait a minute, I know this, lizard person.
Yeah.
Which was weird to me. He looks at a lizard person like, alright, Nanami-chan, I went to school with you. How's it going?
He kind of has to flash back to it, because he's like, wait, okay, the ring. Someone took the ring. It was someone I recognized. Oh god, it's someone I went to school with.
Yeah, okay, and like, clearly in this photo that he's referencing, they're all, like, tiny little second graders or something. And, like, also, in addition to getting older, this girl also became a lizard. So, Hiro, how good is your, like, facial recognition, dude?
It's insane.
His memory, too, like, damn.
Hiro is the guy who you meet after high school and you've fully transitioned, and he just sees you and is like, oh, hey, congratulations.
And you're like, what? What?
I'd probably be like, what? Who the fuck are you? I would not recognize anyone from my high school. I actually didn't recognize anyone from my high school, so there's proof of that.
I extremely did not go to my 10-year reunion.
Mine
No.
didn't happen because of COVID. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we have the best excuse to never see our high school classmates again.
It's fine.
And frankly,
the only person I want to see from high school, I have a podcast with, so it's fine.
that's how you do it.
Fuck. So, like, for some reason, like, Hiro just goes to visit this girl's house that he recognizes.
Yeah, just goes up to her parents and is like, "Hey, I know this is a strange question, but is your daughter a lizard?"
Yeah, at first they're like, "Oh, our daughter's not home right now," and then he's like, "Well, I kind of saw her do some freaky shit last night," and they're like, "Okay, she is home. She's just still doing freaky shit, so we didn't want to tell people that she was home. I guess you can come in, whatever."
Yeah, we see the dad is like all beat up.
Yeah, this poor dad.
Yeah, he's got bandages.
The mom has nothing, but the dad is beat up.
He's still wearing like a ripped shirt, so presumably that was done recently, unless all his shirts are like that.
No, because when we see them again, I think he still has the ripped shirt on at the end of the episode.
Okay, so he's just never gonna change, is what we're seeing.
He owns one shirt, is what I'm saying.
He owns one shirt.
God.
All dads have to walk around with their ripped shirt. This is why Hokuto also always has the ripped jacket when we see him.
Damn, you know what? Maybe Nanami, the girl who is the lizard, in case we haven't said that, you know, maybe she's still got the shirt she was wearing in 6th grade. Maybe it runs in the family, and that's how Hiro recognized her.
Your assigned shirt at birth.
They just have, like, Western cartoon disease. Like, no other character does, just that family, though. Where they, like, just have the same shirts. But, God, yeah, they, like, bring him in, and she's just, like, in the bed, and he, like, pulls the cover down, and she's like, like a little monster gremlin, like, in bed.
Mm-hmm.
And her parents are like, "Yeah, she attacked us when we tried to take her to the hospital, so I don't know what to do with her."
Yeah.
Normal stuff. You know.
Normal stuff. And she goes out to party at night. That's also normal stuff.
She's got gross little, like, shit on her feet because she's, like, sticks to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't wash her feet before she goes into the bed, which is disgusting
Yeah.
to me.
So gross.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty.
Sheets are gonna get all dirty. You hate it.
Yeah, and that's the biggest of her problems, obviously.
She's not wearing shoes to bed, but it's worse because she's not wearing shoes ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, get a second set of clothes, like, wash your bed sheets, like, learn how to do laundry. Hiro could teach you. He loves chores.
He loves chores, and he can't
chores so
and he
much.
can't say no, so he will just do it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
I really could make this boy do anything. And the parents kind of offhand mention, "Oh yeah, so there's this other person, Minami, and their child's like this as well. But they don't want to talk to us." And it's like, okay, so there's multiple lizard people.
Yeah. Are they all kids? I don't think they are. I think there's, like, some adults that we see later. It's like...
I remember it being all kids.
It might
but
be.
I might look back.
I sort of just assumed it was all kids, because that's the vibe I got.
I actually have no idea. I, like, could not tell because they are lizardified, and I cannot figure out who these people are once they're...
Dermatologists hate her. She still looks 12.
God.
That's what I think of whenever it's like, oh, you can't tell the age.
She's been gecked. Damn. Being gecked, is the key to eternal life.
Yeah.
What if that's what we found out? That's not what we found out, though.
Would you push the button, it gives you eternal life, but you get gecked.
And by that we mean you listen to 100 gex. So the kids and their Digimon do like a stakeout at the house, and Kyoshiro's like, I do not want to stay here. I do not want to see this strange gecko child. I don't like this. And Jellymon's like, but we gotta.
Jellymon's very excited about the geckos.
Jellymon wants to see the freaks.
And she's right too, honestly.
She's correct.
She's like, dude, we're not gonna get a chance any other time to see a freak like this. We'll see other freaks, I'm sure, because that's what happens when Digimon come to town.
I think she's secretly hoping Kyosho gets gecked, and then she gets to play nurse again.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah, she went to all the trouble of stealing that little hat. Like, she's got to use it more than once. Mm-hmm.
What if she, like, wore that hat while she was, in her, perfect for her, what is it? Theasmon?
Thetismon does have, like, the visor with the little cross on it, so...
True.
Should be double crossed.
Maybe she got inspired with that little element.
Is that, like, against,
Is it against the Vienna... Is it Vienna? No.
Yeah. The Geneva. Is that against the Geneva Conventions?
No, because it needs to be...
It would be hilarious.
White on red.
You're right.
I think that's so funny to see the game with a patch that's like no longer violates the Geneva Convention.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if that was Jellymon's only violation of the Geneva Convention.
Oh, she tries so hard to be badass, and she's the sweetest one of all of them. She has no crimes.
She's never done a bad thing in her life.
She's
perfect. Yeah.
They do see the gecked child climb the roof. And, it's a big deal, because what the fuck?
Yeah, fucked up if true.
They, like, follow her, and, like, there's a bunch of human geckos, like, just chilling on, like, a tower, like an antenna tower or something. And
yeah, this is where all the cool kids hang now.
Yeah.
It does look like a cool kid hangout.
Yeah, it kind of does.
And then the rave starts where everyone's phone starts playing the weird gecko noise music.
Hey, dude, me and some friends are gonna all go hang out on a rooftop together and get gecked. All the cool kids are going.
Yeah, all their cell phones play Stupid Horse all at once. And, God, it's interesting that we don't see, like, Digimon communicate through cell phones more, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one is doing that. That's like
the chainmail Digimon. That was sort of
true.
More Digimon should be sending themselves as text messages.
True.
Like Bakuman did.
Yes. That sounds like something you would get like a warning for in school. If you receive a Digimon through the mail, do not open it.
You will get fished. You will get your identity stolen.
No, by fished, they mean they'll turn you into a fucked up fish guy.
Yeah. Fish with an F, not a PH. But yeah, like, the phones all kind of glow, and so all the human geckos are like, oh, okay. They don't speak, they just, like, make weird noises, gurgly noises, and, like, seem to know where they're going, so everyone kind of follows one of them, right?
Yeah, they each choose one and just run after.
Yeah, they just, like, watch them, like, steal jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we see that the melting of the glass happens because their hands just do that. Because all geckos have thermal hands.
Yeah,
This is
apparently.
known.
Yeah.
They just have crazy hand powers.
Yeah, although I think this does kind of hint at, like, the salamander connection, because salamanders are fire guys, as we all know from mythology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But, like, when I first saw it, I thought it was an acid thing. And then I saw, like, Salamandermon, and I was like, oh, it's fire. Okay. It's not just crazy acid.
I had the same stupid thought. I also thought it was acid because I couldn't connect some dots in my head.
Yeah.
Does acid melt glass? I don't think it does.
But, like, cartoon acid melts glass.
True.
And that's what I was thinking of. I was like, oh, whatever, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, a Digimon had acid that was crazy enough to melt glass, that's all.
Yeah.
True.
Gamamon sees a crime, so Gamamon stops the crime by jumping headfirst against someone and just throwing himself and the Gek into the trash. That's what happens, right? He jumps on the gecko and then throws themselves into the trash.
Damn, Gamamon said Gex is trash. He's really out here having strong opinions about music.
Yeah. Honestly, I think he would be more into, like... I think he would be into, like, Crazy Frog, which is kind of... has a similar vibe.
I can see that for him.
Yeah.
Hero play XLF.
Fuck. Doesn't Hero, like, apologize to the gecko human? Like, sorry that my brother just kind of attacked you or whatever. My bad, dude. But he's ignored because it's a gecko person.
Yeah, and he just kind of scatters off, just leaves. But we do find a diamond ring.
Yeah.
We find a diamond.
They, like, figure out that they're stealing diamonds. They're jewelry thieves for some reason. And, like, us as the viewers see why they're stealing them now, but, like, the Digimon and the kids are, like, still kind of like, what the fuck is happening? But we see them all bring all these diamonds to Salamandermon, who's just eating them.
Yeah, and it's real normal because all the kids were carrying around all this jewelry in their mouths, so they're all just, like, in a circle vomiting them up on the roof. It's great.
It's great. It's nasty.
It's so gross.
And then Salamandermon is like, yummy, a big pile of wet rings.
Yeah, Salamandermon is not normal about eating the rings.
No.
Slurp. We see the fire grow bigger.
We do.
Yeah, because Salamandermon is just on fire at all times. Like the world.
Gamamon would say it's a trash fire, but, you know. I think this is when we got to, like, really reading the news and being like, oh, there's all these diamonds thefts, and Kyoshiro is... I didn't understand why he was being so dramatic about it. It's like, oh, they turn into geckos, and also they're diamond thieves. How could this get any worse? Like, gee, Kyoshiro, I wonder how this could get any worse. Diamond thieves, the worst thing he could imagine.
He's like, I'm fine with non-consensual transformation, but thievery is too far.
Yeah, no, it's an actual crime.
Yeah, Kyoshiro played Sonic Adventure 2 and said, wow, why is Rouge the Bat allowed to be in an E-rated game, but not because of the titties, because of the theft?
Oh my
so
God.
True.
And really sleepy.
Oh yeah, after they, They kind of have to set up like why Ruli is kind of still chilling there, even though she has a house. So they're like, yeah, it's Sunday, and my parents are home, so I'm just gonna crash at your place. That cool, hero? Thanks.
Yeah. God, man, this evoked a deep sense of longing in me. I don't really have any friends anymore who live in the same state as me. All my homies are online, and it's been so long since I've just stayed the night at a friend's house. I miss it real bad.
Aww.
I've been trying to invite myself over at a friend's house for months now. The problem with a lot of your friends living close is that you have absolutely no reason to stay over.
Oh, because you can just go
hang.
Let me hang, please. No, because I am happy to go home to Bob. But sleepovers are fun.
True.
I remember sleepovers. I think it's a crime that as adults, people are like, let's no longer do sleepovers.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people who like would do sleepovers more, but a lot of times they're just like, I like sleeping in my own bed now. But if you have a big enough bed, like sometimes people would just be like, yeah, sure, fuck it. I'm like too tired to drive. I'll just crash here, I guess. And that's nice.
I forget that you live in a place that is big.
Oh, 'cause driving. Yeah. I was like, it's not that big. I
cycle to most of my friends. I go by foot to some of my friends.
I feel like bicycling at night kind of sucks too, though. You don't want to necessarily do that either.
I cannot stress enough that I live in Belgium, which is a country that does enjoy cycling, so it's not dangerous for me to cycle at night.
Oh, fair enough. I would just say, like, that would be my excuse. I'd be like, oh, it's like 1 a.m. I don't want to cycle home.
Maybe I should start pretending that. This is the secret.
What's it like living in a place that isn't trying to kill you constantly?
For real.
I wouldn't know that. It just tries to kill me different ways.
Fair enough.
Fair.
What is it like to not be killed by cars?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Specifically.
A fun fact about me is that I get hit by cars a lot.
What the fuck?
What?
Wait.
Yeah, they hit me, like, really slowly, and then I have to console the driver because they're very upset about having hit someone with their car. This has happened to me 3 times.
Cars are just coming up to you and headbutting you like cats? What are you talking about?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Wait. You have to console them for you being hit.
Yeah, because they're upset. I know. And I'm always also very mad about it. But, you know, it happens.
They should be upset.
Anyway, we've gone off track.
They should be upset. They should think about what they've done. Because that fucking sucks.
They should be aware that if you're too tired to look ahead of you, you shouldn't be driving.
Especially if you're like, if you've been hit on a bike, that's like dangerous. Even if they're going slowly, like that's still kind of dangerous.
Car drivers are the worst people on the planet. You shouldn't do emotional labor for them.
Right, yeah. And, like, I'm saying that as someone who drives a car. Like,
same.
You should not, if they're hitting you, you should not do emotional labor for them.
My reasoning is, if I do not console them, they'll be even more upset, and they do still have to drive.
I guess.
But it's not great.
Oh, boy.
And I hope it stops happening.
3 times.
And maybe I can solve that by doing a Wooly and just staying over at a friend's house instead of going home.
True, yes, exactly. You don't want to be hit at 1 a.m. or whatever. But, the thing is, like, yeah, so she is just, like, crashing in, like, the lower bedroom or whatever, and, like, and Goramon isn't with her because he wants to, like, try to help figure out a plan, but that's a problem because she's asleep, and then the Salon...
Yeah, Nanami's a little snitch, is what we learn here.
Mm-hmm.
Nanami's a little snitch. I didn't even know they could, like, communicate to each other until then, and then I was like, oh. But yeah. So... Salamandramon turns Ruli. into a fucked up gecko.
Fucked up.
And they wake up the next day, like, and Goromon's like freaking out, like, oh god, oh god.
Oh no, we fucked up.
Oh god, really?
Yeah, they're like a little bit upset because they don't know how to turn her back immediately.
Yeah, surprising that no one mentions Mummymon in this episode, who has famously been able to reverse body horrification almost effortlessly.
True.
Maybe he's on holiday. You know, sometimes doctors go on holiday.
Yeah.
He's on holiday with Ruli's parents.
Oh, there we have it.
Yeah.
There are no plot holes. And then this show throws another curveball up at us. Like, are you aware that Kyoshiro actually has many jobs? And this time the job is that he designed a lab program for a university to use for diamonds. Something with lasers and diamonds. And he's like, I know about it because I wrote the program. I'm like, Kyoshiro, what the fuck?
God, I totally forgot about this part. Kyoshiro. God, I want Kyoshiro to have a different job every episode.
He's just a fucking Renaissance man. He just can do all kinds of shit for some reason. Even though he's 15.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized this is what he has in common with Jellymon.
True!
Yeah, true.
They're always on that grind. They always gotta have a job.
They're both on the hustle.
Always hustle.
And Yoshiro's already rich, right? We've got this established. He's really just doing it because he wants to.
He does most things because he wants to.
He does have 47 computer monitors, so I'm assuming he's well-to-do.
That or he's in severe financial debt.
Yeah, true.
And this is why he has all those jobs. Every time he buys another monitor, he has to get another job.
Yeah. Help, I made my rig too epic, I need a job.
And I guess we also see, and for some reason I thought it was hilarious, we see Salamandramon read the news as well. This is how they find diamonds, by going on local news sites.
Man, some reason just recounting the plot of this episode, it somehow it's just reminding me of Batman the Animated Series. I don't know, diamond thievery, fucking reading about things in a newspaper.
True,
you know.
True.
It has an extreme cartoonish feel about it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it is a lot of, like, well, isn't that convenient? Like, Ruli being sleeping in the room, so Angoromon doesn't watch over her, and the, like, wow, all these diamonds are coming in, and, you know, like, there's just all this shit. And it's funny.
To be honest, they do it on the nose just enough that it feels intentional and a little bit of a wink towards how a lot of horror movies are set up.
Yeah.
That I like it. It makes me smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely in a little goofier, but like in a fun way.
Yeah. I like it too.
And we get a repeat of... Oh no, go ahead.
No, yeah, like, we get a repeat of, like, everyone, they're, like, following Ruli and, like, figuring out, like, you know, they're all on the tower again, and they all get text messages from Salamandramon to go get diamonds, and they all go to one place instead of multiple diamond shops. Or multiple jewelry shops, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And they're like, aha! We knew it! They're going to the university, I see.
Kyoshiro's like, don't worry about it, I gave an anonymous tip.
Yeah.
To change out to diamonds.
Yeah.
And Ruli calls him... no, not Ruli. Jellymon calls him smart.
Ruli would never, even if she wasn't a geck, she would never.
She could.
Yeah, but Jellymon's like, wow, you're brilliant! And, they, like, watch It's funny to see all the, like, human geckos, like, crawl on the ceiling and, like, attack the people carrying, like, all the diamonds, because it's just, like, a flock of gecko humans, and I'm like, if you were one of these scientists, what would you think? Like, wow. There's...
New research project just dropped.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being attacked by something that shouldn't be possible, and they sure are not holograms, I don't think.
Yeah.
Though I think some of them might just be thinking, this isn't my area of expertise, so
True.
please leave.
Yeah, just like... Yeah, I would just be like, damn, what the fuck are they up to in the biology department?
Like, is this ethical?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have a little call to HR. I feel unsafe in this environment.
Yeah. Do we need to contact the dean? Like, do we need like an external peer review? What's going on here?
Like, getting teenagers to write your program, that's fine. But, like,
That's fine.
human geckos, that's a bit much.
So then the lizards are all the human geckos are all on the roof. They're giving the diamonds to Salamandamon. And you know, the gang finally sees Salamandamon and sees that they're eating the diamonds. And Hero's like, well, guess I'm not getting my mom's ring back. Oops. And also, yeah, they realize like, oh yeah, I guess they want diamonds because they're made of carbon, which is flammable. And Kyoshiro is like, well, guess that means those are the real diamonds. I guess my anonymous tip wasn't taken seriously somehow.
He, like, yells about it. He's like, wait a minute, those aren't glass beads! They let them get stolen! And, like, because he's yelling, like, all the human geckos and Salamandermon, like, look in his direction, and they're like, oh, it's the kids from before.
Jellymon just has a little expression on her face, like she thinks it's so funny that
She thinks it's hilarious.
that the real diamonds got stolen.
I feel like she knew this would be the outcome.
She's like, yeah, he's really brilliant, in quotes. Really smart stuff.
Angoramon kindly asks to turn everyone back, and Salamandramon just spits at them, which is rude.
Spits at them and they're like, it's hot spit.
Yeah, it's fire spit.
Yeah, so from here on out, it's pretty much just the fight of the episode. Yeah, I didn't take I didn't take any notes on this or the episode, but I'm scrubbing through it now.
So I took some notes because it's kind of just like, you know, Gamamon becomes Betel Gamamon, and that's important for later. Tesla Jellymon appears too, and like, you know,
That's not so important for later.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, she does kind of shock all the geckos.
She does have a little good thing, because Salamandramon sort of like turns invisible, I guess, and retreats, so that the human geckos are now the main force that they have to deal with.
So Kiyoshiro also tries to do the thing where he makes the fake digital world appear so that like they don't have to deal with all the geckos, but they also come to the fake digital world and they're like, oh shit, this isn't like normal.
Which implies that the digi-gecko humans.
True.
Yeah.
New lore just dropped. If you're a Gek, then you're digital enough to go to the pseudo digital world.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, how do we deal with these people without like hurting them? Because they are still people, they're just being controlled. And what they decide to do is have Betel Gamamon like blow fire at the, like, there's water towers, like, they're in the fake digital world, so they're not actually busting up water towers. and the water is just like on the ground, and Jellymon like, okay, everyone jump in like 3, and then when they all jump, she like shocks the water, and everyone passes out who's on the ground still. And then, so they only have to deal with Salamandramon now, and you know, like they try to do like just regular fighting with like fire versus fire, and it's like, oh no, this one's too strong. But eventually, Betelgeumamon like jumps on Salamandramon's back.
Yeah, just trying to choke them out from behind, and Salamandramon is just like, cool, I'll just turn up the heat, and then just like starts intensifying the flame on their body. And Betelgeumamon is like, cool, this is fine, I'm doing great.
Yeah. We see an oxygen flow like go towards the center of the heat, which makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, and they're like worried because if there's like enough oxygen, it's like, oh, there's gonna be like an explosion or whatever. Like, I don't exactly know the physics behind it, but I know it has something to do with combustion. But
I guess like fire needs oxygen, so more oxygen is more fire.
Yeah, but it's like
that's all I've got.
Yeah, right. That's like all I've got too. I was like, I know they're like talking about like, oh, it's gonna explode though.
Like, I believe their little, oh, you can stop an explosion with your own well-timed explosion /
That's real. That's real.
I believe that. I just don't know if this is how it would work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the physics actually like check out on this one, because I know like compressed oxygen tanks are like
they're
definitely like, yeah, they're definitely like, I don't know, like fire hazard.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's like actually like very true. And yeah, like Hero like has a thought in his head like, oh, I can make Gamamon do Soar Shot at the same time as when Salamandramon does like her fire thing, and they like cancel each other out. Like that's why like firefighters and stuff sometimes have to start fires to like that are like they're like controlled fires.
Yeah.
To like take up all the oxygen, so like the out of control fire can't take it up.
So there's nothing to burn anymore.
Right, and so they can like cancel each other out. That's like a thing that it's like at first like it seems weird, like, oh, more fire would cancel it out, but that's real. It's interesting that like sometimes you gotta go against your instincts and set a fire. But yeah, Salamandramon just like is out. Like she's like her fire is out.
And she immediately changes her tone, like, oh,
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. Let's all be friends. Give me something to eat.
Sorry I gecked all those kids.
Sorry I gecked.
She just, like, makes a cake that says, sorry I gecked.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, they're like, okay, just turn them all back, and she does. You know, like we see Nanami like back in her bed, transformed back into a girl, and her parents are happy, and she's like, what the fuck happened? I missed the last couple of days, and Ruli's changed back. She's just like cuddled to Angoramon's chest.
Yeah.
And it's cute.
It's very, very cute.
Yeah, she's a bit confused. It's like they established that they don't know what happened as geckos.
She's like, why are you hugging me so tightly? Help.
It's adorable.
It's cute. Do you know what else is cute? Salamandramon wiggling the little ears. Like, woo!
Yeah.
So like, please, can I still have some diamond, please?
Yeah. Yeah, Salamandramon immediately going from like Master Thief to puppy dog eyes begging for diamonds.
Please, can I have some carbon? And Hero comes up with a much cheaper solution where she doesn't eat diamonds, but like shorted pencils instead, because graphite is also carbon.
It's pretty funny that Kyosho has to be like, oh, where are you gonna get pencils? And Hero's like, oh, I'll ask the art department. I'm like, none of y'all write with pencils anymore.
Because it's the future. Like, the whole thing is that it's
Yeah.
like the future, so people are probably writing like even less by hand than now.
True.
So that's why it's like you kind of have to get them from the art department. Cause,
I get it. It's just so strange to me that pencils would be the thing to go.
Yeah. I mean, I use pens more even like now. Because I live dangerously and I love to make mistakes.
I'm a pencil person. I gotta be able to erase shit because I write a lot of mistakes.
I just cross them out.
If I did that, I wouldn't have enough space to write the new thing that it's supposed to be in my heading.
Yeah. Honestly, I do just to prefer to do all my notes digitally because I do have terrible handwriting,
Me too.
and I do
Yeah, me
just
too.
do the letters wrong sometimes, and erasing is a hassle.
I've got horrible handwriting, yet I teach people how to write.
I have to use pen at work for some things, so I've just gotten used to like using it and like suffering through crossing out shit. I mean, like most stuff is electronic now, but like you get the occasional like stuff that you have to handwrite, and that's just they don't want pencil because some of it's like medical stuff, and you don't want that to be in pencil.
Yeah, and maybe it's good that you don't get to use pencils because Salamandermon's gonna eat all of them.
True. So, yeah, I mean, it was just a fun little episode. I feel like it was kind of a fun little one-off, but they have a new friend now. It's always nice to see more, like, pals that might show up at, like, the Digimon meetings or something, you know?
Yeah, this one wasn't, like, particularly standout or anything, but yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah.
We had some Geks. We had some puppy dog eyes. We had some Angoramon holding Ruli in his arms, which is very cute.
Yeah, we all got to dream about being hugged by Angoramon again.
True.
True.
I do wish that were me.
Yeah.
So we get the line from Angoramon, clear your mind of thoughts, and even fire will feel cool.
What the fuck?
And if you are hungry enough, even pencils will taste good.
Nom nom nom.
Oh, and then Ruli, having just woken up from being gecked, is like, hey, who's that lizard guy? Do you know them?
Who's that Digimon? I was like, why is she asking that? Because I, like, forgot for a second.
Yeah, so did she.
So true.
That's very funny.
I guess I was gecked.
You got gecked.
Oh no. That's why I'm listening to 100 Gags. Fuck.
Getting gecked with the boys.
1 in 3 people gets gecked in their life. Tragic, if true.
I guess I'm the one of us 3.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
Yeah. It's part of the fun of listening to a podcast is figuring out which of the 3 hosts is gecked. This is true of every podcast.
Yes.
If your 2 co-hosts aren't gecked, better look in the mirror.
This is some podcast lore that's gonna haunt me.
That's why I was making licking noises in the beginning.
Alright, so that's the episode.
Yeah.
Yappy.
Epi.
Elvir. Oh, what was that?
Oh no, I was just saying Epi also.
Epi.
Yeah, and I have a social accounty, which is at Eruviru on Twitter.
You can find me at Haunting the Morgue on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can also find me on my other podcasts, Forward ReZero, a ReZero Watch podcast, and Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast.
I'm Emery. You can find me on For Affinity with the username Space Robot. You can contact me about a commission on Discord if you know me there, or on my email at spacerobotsart@gmail.com. I'm also on a podcast called Go and Will Hunting, which is about Hunter x Hunter, and an upcoming podcast called We Rate Queerbait, which we are very excited to be releasing. We're not sure what the timeline on that is yet, but we have a couple of episodes ready to go, and we're very excited to share them with you. This podcast is on Twitter at DigiGhostGaze, and we have a Discord server which is linked in the show notes. You can come there. You can talk about Digimon or video games or books and comics or in whatever you feel like talking about in one of our many channels, and also, hang around for Digimondays, where we are just finishing up Tamers in the next couple of weeks, and we will soon be starting on App Monsters, which is a rad show that no one has ever watched. Except for me.
Is this the one where someone punches God?
No. That's Savers.
That's Savers.
Not that it matters. I tried to stay up for Digimondays and yet I fell asleep.
Hey, someone also punches God in Tamers. This
So
is very
true.
frequently overlooked.
So true.
Saint Galgamon hits that motherfucker right in the beak.
More Digimon should punch God.
True.
But I think Saver's a human punches God, so that's like a little bit unique.
Yeah. Saint Galgamon is partially human.
True. Yes.
So,
okay.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what else do I say in this bit? We got Digimondays, we got art streams on Friday. Just come and hang out in a voice chat with your homies who like Digimon. That's Discord, baby.
Yeah, and one of them could be a gecko, but you don't know which
One of them could be a gecko, yeah. Really, any one of your online friends could be a gecko if you think about it.
So true.
So, this is a noisespace.xyz podcast. You can go to noisespace.xyz and find dozens of rad, hilarious shows that cover a variety of topics. If you like this show, I'm positive that there's something else on that network that'll really tickle your fancy. So I think that about covers it.
Mm-hmm.
So until next time, all you poltergeists, ghouls, and non-boonaries,
Digimon is for the gays.
Goodbye, darlings.
Bye.